hope you're well. You joined me in the kitchen today. I have both the dishwasher and the washing machine on at the same time, so if there is some background noise, please excuse that. Thought today it's a perfect day for a spring clean. The days have been a little bit brighter. We're having some bright days and then generally a miserable day, but then a bright day. So for me that means spring is here. In my garden I'm noticing my tulips are starting to come up and the daffodils too, so I'm really excited for the spring to come, and I wanted to just do a spring clean in the kitchen. I've started with a blank space really, so I have hoovered, I haven't mopped yet, but the surfaces are somewhat clear. So I'm going to start by washing some dishes, then I'm going to move on to cleaning the work surfaces and then the doors of the cupboards, the skirting boards which desperately need a look at, the windowsill, and then I'm going to move on to the food cupboards, and they definitely need organising. Another project that I want to do in the kitchen is a shelving unit that is just in front of me here, and I want to display things on it. At the minute it's just a bit of a higgledy-piggledy mess of things, so I'll just turn around and show you. The kitchen, the colour of the paint on the wall is actually a really soft pink, so I do have some pink accents in the kitchen, but what I would like to introduce a little bit more of is some wood tones as well. So I have been to B&M and I've had a look around the house, and I do have some things that I would like to introduce to this area and just generally give it a tidy up. I also do have a coffee, so if you don't have coffee, get one or get a drink of your choice, because that is just the perfect way to start with their coffee, a bit of sunshine and a bit of cleaning. would say to anybody that is thinking of purchasing a new build, just to think about the kitchen cabinet colour. We have white kitchen cabinets, and when we actually bought the property, the kitchen had already been installed and so had the bathroom, so we didn't have a choice. However, I would have chose to have the white cabinets. You think sparkling white, but it does get mucky and it's noticeable. So I would say just bear that in mind. It's not the most practical. I've made my way round and the skirting boards do look a lot clean now. They look a lot better. So I'm very happy with that. I do need to definitely touch up some of the paintwork this year. Now I'm going to move on to cleaning the kitchen cupboards, giving these a wipe down, and then we can move on to doing a little bit of organising and decorating in the kitchen, and then we'll move on to the cupboards as well. So satisfying, isn't it? The kitchen cabinets are looking beautiful. I have not seen them this clean since we moved in, I would say. I think I've done a pretty good job, if I say so myself. I'm going to go and stop and have some lunch, and then we will do a little bit more work in the kitchen. But I'm really happy with how it looks at this moment in time. I'm going to tidy the drawers now, so I think I might leave the hoover because I do think there are quite a few crumbs in the drawers that we need to get rid of. Mainly bread. We generally buy like sourdough bread, and sometimes where we go they slice it and sometimes they don't, so I think that's where all the crumbs have come from. I also need to unpack the dishwasher too, so we can do that together. Just a general organisation, sort out, declutter if needed, but we'll go through it together. I do use drawer liners. One, because we were moving into a new build and I wanted to keep things as perfect as possible. They also provide a bit of a grip as well, so your things do stay in place. And then obviously if you do have any spills, anything that might stain, or like oil that might leave a residue, then it's just easier to clean this than to have to try and clean the drawer. I have noticed when I was taking everything out that there are a few things that don't actually live here, and maybe a couple of things I can declutter. So I'm going to start putting things back, and then I'll sort out the cutlery tray. This is the kitchen drawer all organised. So Jess's things are at the back here, so he's got some knives and things that he can use for cooking and baking. So the thing that I'm going to declutter is this. I haven't actually used it. It came free with my Indie Mind supplement, and it's not something that I reach for. I think maybe I've used it once, so I don't need it. And then we've got a couple of lighters. I think one's handy to have in the kitchen cupboard. I don't need two. And then these things actually go in the baking cupboard, so I'm going to put them in there. This is the main food cupboard and it just needs a bit of a tidy up. It's usually nice and tidy, but I just don't know why it's got to this point. So I'm going to again take everything out, wipe down the surfaces, see if I need to declutter anything, if anything's expired, put things back in more of an orderly way. Here is the end result. So things are looking a lot more tidier. I can see where things are, which I'm very happy about. Now I'm going to start on the shelf in the kitchen. Here is the shelf, so I've taken everything off it. It does look a little bit bare, but I don't know if it's just because I'm used to it looking cluttered. One of the things that I would like to maybe frame is this calendar that I had last year, and I absolutely love the illustrations and the words, and I'd like to frame it and then change it out each month because I think that would look really pretty in the house. It's by, I think it's Murphy, let's see. Yeah, a Murphy Sketches card. So I do have a frame here, and I'm trying to figure out if I need something a bit bigger. and I think I might do, just so that I don't like ruin the effect of it. I think I will be putting this up here. I think this will maybe go in the living room when we get shelves in the living room, and I've taken all of this stuff off, and I don't really think that I'll put this back on. So I'm going to live with this for a little while and see what else I might have around the house to put on this shelf, but I think it'll be quite nice actually just to have it looking less cluttered. Here are a few things that I have bought from B&M recently, just to kind of update the home. So I have bought some photo frames. I'm hoping to maybe put them in the wall on the kitchen. If I just turn you and then I'll show you where I'm thinking. If I put them here, and I think it would be lovely to have maybe some bright colourful family photos in there, so I will need to get to work on that. I'm really bad at sorting through photos and printing them out. I did it really well for maybe Jessie's first year of life, but after that I don't think I've really printed anything out apart from the odd photo to put in Christmas cards. So I do need to do that this year, and it is really something that I'd like to do. What I have removed from the kitchen, I'm going to remove this. This was from Habitat, and whilst I really do like it in the kitchen, it was really nice when we had the walls painted pink. I am feeling that I just want it to be a bit more like pink, green, white and like wood colour. So I'm trying to move away from the obvious pink items, which you'll see with the other items that I've removed, and go for more of like a natural wooded type of look, I think. I've also removed this clock from the kitchen. It's looking a little bit shabby now, and to be honest we don't use it and we don't look at it, and we've had it at 6:45 for quite a number of weeks now, so it obviously isn't something that we need. I think because we've got the oven clock we just look at that instead, so we don't need this in here. I'm going to remove these pink items as well for now. I'm going to have a think about what I might do with them, because this is a real good size for a plant pot, and these are really cute as well, just for like trinkets or little plants. So I'll keep hold of them for a little bit and I'll see where I might want to use them instead. Pick this up today from B&M as well. This was £7 and this is lovely, so I'm going to put this in the kitchen where the clock was, so it's just going to kind of balance there for now. But I really do like the colours and how simple it is, and I do love green at the moment. A few other things that I picked up, some microfiber cloths, which I've used some of them today at £1.50. Oven Pride for when I do my deep clean of my oven. Some white vinegar spray, which is great for when I do the windows. Some bleach, because this is obviously great for killing germs, and it's just something that I was always brought up to use. So for me it's always Domestos, I always get the white one. And then some snacks. For some snacks, I chose these today because they just look absolutely delicious. Milka with lime, and then some Terry's chocolate orange egg. So it's like a cream egg but with Terry's chocolate orange inside, and it's orange chocolate too, and they are absolutely delicious. And I saw them in B&M today and thought, perfect, I'm going to take those home with me. So I really hope that you have enjoyed the video today, and thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed doing it. I am tired now, so I'm going to have a little rest, a little bit of chocolate and a cup of tea or a coffee. I really appreciate your support. Has it motivated you to do some cleaning? I would love to know. Sometimes I definitely need a little nudge to do it.